Okay, now I will explain thermal physics. First topic I will explain states of matter. Okay, here first let me explain about solid. Okay, molecules are tightly or closely packed. What? Molecules are tightly or closely packed. Okay, and what about force? Strong intermolecular force. Which force present here? Strong intermolecular force. You have to write this. Like in IGCSE, they will, if they give you to write the definition of solid, you have to write this point. Otherwise, you will not get marks. And what about motion? It vibrate at fixed position. Okay, let me draw a diagram. In solid, molecules are tightly packed. Okay, no space between two molecules, like this. Okay, again I am repeating. Solid, in solid, molecules are tightly or closely packed. Force, which force you write? Strong intermolecular force. And motion, vibrate at fixed position. Like for example, like when you it means like if you put a pen on the table, okay, it will make a sound, okay, but the table will not move. That's why they are saying vibrate at fixed position. Okay, fixed position means in that position it will make sound, or it will move, means it will vibrate. Okay, and one more thing you have to write is arrangement. Ordered or regular. Okay, what? Order or regular. This is a regular arrangement in order. Okay, and what about the shape? It is fixed shape volume, fixed volume. Okay, again I am repeating what you will write about solid is molecules are tightly or closely packed, force is strong intermolecular force, and motion is vibrate at fixed position, arrangement is order or regular, and shape is fixed shape, volume is fixed volume. Okay, now what about liquid? Okay, let me describe first about molecule. Okay, is loosely packed. Okay, in liquid is loosely packed, that's why the liquid move. Okay, if like it's closely packed like in solid, how it will move, right? It's loosely packed. And what about the force? What is the name of the force? Is okay, you write it's not strong as solid. Okay, okay, force is name of the force is intermolecular force definitely, but in solid it is strong, but in liquid it is weak. Okay, so you will write the intermolecular force is not strong as solid. Okay, you can write here intermolecular force. Okay, now what about motion? It vibrate and move. Okay, what of the motion? Definitely you know liquid can move. Okay, okay, it will make sound also, it will move, right? Like when you drop means water on a table, definitely when it will fall on the table it will make a sound, and definitely it will move, right? And why it will move, I told you, because molecules are loosely packed. Okay, here let me write it clearly. The force name is intermolecular force. The force is not strong as solid. Okay, okay, now what about the arrangement? is disorder. What is disorder? Or you can write as irregular. Okay. How is the arrangement of molecule? It is disorder or irregular. And what about the shape? It take the shape of container. It means wherever you will pour the liquid, it will take the shape of that container. Like if you're pouring in a this shape, it will take the shape of this. If you're pouring in this shape, so it will take the shape of this. Okay. And what about the volume? Is fixed. Fixed volume. Okay. Fixed volume. Why? Because if you are pouring like this much liquid here, and you're pouring same liquid here, so it means the amount of liquid will not change, right? It will be same. Like liquid will not become too much here. If you're pouring, it will not become too much, right? So it will be same. Okay, now again I'm repeating same. Liquid molecules are loosely packed, and you have to, even they ask you to draw a diagram. Okay, and force, intermolecular force is not as strong as solid. Motion, vibrate and move. Arrangement, disorder or irregular. Shape, it take the, okay fine, let me write, it take the shape of container. Volume, it's fixed volume. And what about solid? Molecules are tightly or closely packed, or force, strong intermolecular force. Motion, it vibrate at fixed position. Arrangement, order or regular. Shape, fixed shape. Volume is fixed volume. Okay. Now what about gas? Molecules, okay, molecules are free to move, in gas, like molecules are free to move. Okay, it means what? Like when you spray perfume in a room, how can you smell it from like other room? Because it molecule spread very fast and distance are too much, right? So these are free to move. So what you will write? Molecules are free to move. What about the force? I mean force between two molecules is negligible. Force means very very less force. Okay, very very less. And what about the motion? You will write it irregular. And what about the shape? Of course it takes the shape of container. like liquid, take the shape of container. And what about the volume? Definitely volume of container is the volume of gas, right? Wherever you will pour it, like in a container, that volume will be the volume of gas. Okay, fine. Again, I'm repeating, the gas molecules are free to move. Like I told you, like when you spray a perfume, like in this room, how can you smell it from other room? Because the molecule, it moves so fast. Okay, it moves from higher concentration to lower concentration. Okay, and whatever the force between two molecules is very less. Motion is irregular. Okay, shape, it take the shape of container, and volume of the container. Okay, fine. Now topic 2 is pressure. Okay, what is the formula of pressure? Pressure is force by area. What? Force by area. Definitely they will ask you the definition of pressure. Like in IGCSE, they ask you for this 1 mark. So what you will write? Pressure, it is defined as force per unit area. What you will write? It is defined as force per unit area. Force per unit area, right? How will define it? It is defined as force per unit area. Okay, or in short form you write pressure is force by area. Okay, and pressure in liquid. Now let me explain about pressure in liquid. Okay, pressure in liquid is, the formula is density of a liquid and gravitational force and height. This is liquid, right? For example, density, different liquid have different density. Like for water it will be different, for mercury it will be different. Okay, this is density of liquid. This is gravity. Okay, this is the height of liquid. Okay, so for example the height of liquid is this much. Okay, this is the height. And density, it means water will have there is a value given. Okay, they will give you the value. And gravity, like in earth it will be 9.8, like, and in moon it will be different. You know the gravitational field strength. Okay, gravitational force, in earth it is 9.8, like in moon it will be something else. Okay, so pressure in liquid, this is liquid, is density of a liquid. Okay, and gravity and height, how much height. Okay, like for example it is 4 centimeter. So, and the water density is given as something, you can say some number is given. Okay, so you will apply this number here, and gravity 9.8, then multiply by 4 centimeter, like this. Okay, okay, pressure in gas. They ask you this question for like 3 marks, so you must write all the point. The molecules move freely or randomly. The molecules move freely or randomly. Then second point you have to write is molecules collide. You have to mention this word, collide with the wall of, okay, wait, collide with each other and with the walls of container. Okay, what is meant by this? The molecule will collide with each other. Okay, the molecule in gas, it will collide with each other and it will collide with the wall of the container. Okay, it will collide with the wall of the container. Okay, you have to mention this word collide. Then afterward, what happened when it collides? When molecules collide with the walls of container, they who means molecules, they exert, the word exert, a force. What they exert? A force. When they exert a force? When they collide with the wall of container. Okay, so you have to write this point. The molecules move freely or randomly. Molecules collide with each other. First they will collide with each other and with the wall of container. Okay, then when molecules collide with the wall of container, they exert what? A force. And this force cause what? The pressure. Okay, formula is force per unit area. Okay, again I am repeating, the molecules move freely or randomly. Molecules collide with each other and with the wall of container. When molecules collide with the wall of container, they exert what? A force. This force causes the pressure. Okay. Okay. Now let me explain pressure and temperature. Okay. Pressure is directly proportional to temperature. It means what? And pressure is inversely proportional to the volume. Means when pressure increase, temperature will increase. When temperature increase, pressure will increase. Like when a temperature of something increase, the pressure will increase. Why it will increase? Because when temperature will increase, it will move fast. When it will move fast, it will exert more force. When it will exert more force, the pressure will be more. Okay. And when pressure increase, volume decrease. Right? When pressure increase, volume decrease. Like okay. Okay. This is the volume. Okay, you are putting pressure here with the help of this. You are putting pressure here. Okay. Then when you put in pressure here, did you see the volume? Means the height is decreasing. Okay. When you put in pressure here, the height get decreased. Okay. When you put more pressure, the height get more decrease, right? So that's why they are saying pressure is inversely proportional to the volume, right? Okay. For example, like shrink. Okay. For example, a syringe like this one. Okay. So when you put pressure, right? When you put pressure, right, with the help of this, then does the distance get lower? Does the distance get lower? If you put more pressure, it will move and the distance will get lower here, right? That's why, because you are putting more pressure. So if you move this one, then the distance, this distance, it will get less, right? So that's why I'm saying I have drawn this one, but you cannot understand my diagram. Okay, so when you put more pressure in the syringe, okay, if you put more pressure, like the distance get lower. So that's why pressure is inversely proportional to volume. Okay, now I'll explain about Brownian motion. What Brownian motion? Brownian motion is like, what experiment he does is like, for example, in liquid and in a container. Okay, here in liquid he pours some pollen grain, okay, in liquid, and in glass container he pour smoke, okay, he pours smoke, a smoke particle, okay. Okay, now he put a light here, okay, and he put a microscope to observe, okay. He okay, first he poured in a liquid some grain, pollen grain. What he pour? Some pollen grain, okay. He saw these pollen grains were moving, okay. Then he poured some smoke particle in air, I mean a glass container. This is a glass container. So he saw why these smokes were moving, how it were moving. So he was observing with the help of microscope, okay. Microscope, okay. He was observing with the help of what? Microscope. He put a light also so that he can see. So the thing he saw was why the smoke particle were moving, why it was moving. So it was moving because the air particle were present there, right? And how it was moving? It was moving because visible or more massive smoke particle means, more massive means mass is more than air particle, were moving, because invisible less massive means the air particle was mass was less than smoke particle, okay. And that's why you can see it. Why you can see it is smoke particle? Because its mass is less than the air particle. Again I am repeating, why you can see the smoke particle? Because its mass is less than air particle, okay. So that observe was, what you write, what you observe. Let me draw a diagram. It was moving in a zigzag motion. How it was moving? In a zigzag motion, okay. what he observed was tiny dots of smoke particle moving randomly or freely, or zigzag. You can write zigzag way. Okay, so what are the conclusion? It is what you can say, are visible or visible, more massive. You have to write this word, okay? More massive smoke particles were moving because invisible, you have to write this word, okay? Invisible, less dense or less massive and fast moving. Because mass was less, that why it was moving fast. Air particles were hitting or colliding with what? With them. What happened? Invisible, more massive smoke particle. What I am talking about, invisible, more massive is what? Smoke particle, which you can see. Why you can see it? Because its mass is more than what? Its mass is more than air particle. That's why you can see. Why you cannot see air particle? Because its mass is less than air particle, smoke particle. Okay, why you can see smoke particle? Because its mass is more than air particle. The visible, more massive smoke particle was moving. Why? Because invisible, less massive, fast moving air particle were hitting or colliding with them. That's why you can see it moving in a zigzag position, okay, in zigzag motion. Okay, now that's all. In next topic I will explain about melting point, boiling point. For today this much. So again, now I have explained you state of matter and pressure. Okay, again I am repeating, in solid molecules are tightly or closely packed, and force is, name of the force is intermolecular force, but the intermolecular force is strong here, and motion it vibrate at fixed position. Arrangement, order or regular. Okay, shape is fixed shape, volume is fixed volume. Okay, and in liquid is loosely packed, and the force is intermolecular force is not as strong as solid. Motion it vibrate and it also move, and liquid move. Okay, arrangement is irregular or disorder. Shape it takes the shape of container. Okay, and volume is fixed volume. Gas, is free to move, and the force is very less. Motion is irregular. Shape, the shape of container, and the volume of container is the volume of gas. Okay, pressure, I told you the formula. You have to learn the formula. Okay, in IJCSE question, they will give you a lot of MCQ to solve, and they will ask you this definition also. What is pressure? It is defined as force per unit area. Pressure in liquid. Okay, the formula, learn it, memorize it. Okay, pressure in gas. This 4 point you have to learn. 3 point you have to learn. Okay, and the pressure, this you must know. Pressure is directly proportional to temperature. They will ask you this question: if the temperature increase, what happened to the pressure? So you will say that the pressure is also increased. And what about the pressure? The pressure increase and the volume decrease. Okay, and this they will ask you. Okay, thank you.